There's two people on. I'll welcome you in. I have something special with me tonight. Besides the beer. I will let a certain party know as soon as they come on. I'll let you know what the special stuff is. What am I smoking? I'm smoking the basket pipe. It's 1976. And in it, I got the it's the vanilla. Yes, sir, Zippo. I'm doing fine. I'm smoking what I smoked last night. I got the blend over there. It's the vanilla that I smoked last night. I can't think the name of it right off. Hold on. I gotta put my stuff, part of my stuff away here. You had a little party here tonight. I'm doing alright. But what I'm smoking is this stuff here is the super value vanilla, which is dried out. Which I do have a problem with that. I am drinking unusual beer is the Bud Light. And I got a special treat tonight, guys. A special treat. Are you ready for it? Are you guys ready for it? I'm waiting for RD to come in. I'll tell RD when he comes in, but I'll tell you guys in a minute. Are you guys ready for it? Are you guys ready for it? Yes, I'm coming for all briar'd up tonight. I got a message from his wife earlier today. But I'm not going to comment unless I got permission. I do not got permission to say so. But if John will happen to come in and he says it, or his wife Mariah, that's fine with me. But I'll tell you what I'm drinking on top of this. Unless you guys ready for it. I smoke a super value vanilla. It is no basket pipe. It's 1976 pipe. So if you guys are ready for it, I'll tell you. If you're ready for it. Oh. I'll give you this first. It's Bud Light. It's about unusual, and which is oh no, Zippo. Oh no, Derek. You all right? You okay? I hope you're alright, ma'am. Cause I know how it feels, cause I fell several times in the shower. I know what it's like. I know how it feels. I hope you're okay. I hope you're fine. Oh no. Oh no, Dirk. Oh wow. I hope you're alright, man. I hope you're okay, Dirk. I've got something sitting over here beside of me that I'll tell you here in a minute. Good. That's good, Dirk. That's good. Because I know what it's like. I fell out of a shower a couple times. I did. I fell out. Almost the same issue. Cool, Derek. Hey, Derek, I sent you a message through Facebook Messenger. I sent you a message through Facebook Messenger. My current address. I did that last night after my live. I sent you my current address through Facebook. Facebook Messenger, brother. Alright, I got you. I got you. So I should receive your, if you're sending it out Monday, I should get it in a couple days. Not a problem. Since we got a regular mailbox out here, they'll deliver straight to the door up here. The package. They'll send right by the door. So I'll be watching for it, Dark. But anyways, since Derek is on, he's faithful and he's commenting faithfully. Not only am I drinking Bud Light, I'm also drinking. As you can tell, I'm going to shut it. I'm going to try to start spilling it. Some apple pie moonshine. Apple pie moonshine, Derek. Apple pie. And yes, it is up there. Full. Some apple pie moonshine. That is that is a treat to me. Because there's a lady came in here with it. Me and three other guys had the first wax out of it. So I've been drinking between the beer and the apple pie moonshine. Straight. Not right up here, straight from Tennessee. Straight from Tennessee. And type by up here, this is straight from Tennessee. So it's a treat for me to have it. Straight from Tennessee. It's homemade, brother. Homemade moonshine straight from Tennessee. And yes, there's something there in it. I gotta get it out. But there it is, brother. And yes, I put mine in a Subway cup. As you can tell, if it's straight from Tennessee and it's homemade, yes sir, you better believe it, I'm going to put it in a big cup like this. Yes sir. This for you guys out there. Cheers. Oh my. Oh my. Homemade, guys. Homemade. I'm going to take another drink though because it's a doggone good. This for you guys. Love it. I had homemade apple pie before. And the funny thing is, true, it was in the mason jar, but she was sharing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So she had it in the mason jar, but she was sharing with a couple other guys. Me and two other guys. And this other guy, first time he drank in a long time, since I've known him, being here first time tonight, he actually drank some apple pie moonshine. Straight. But let me tell you something. That's a treat for me. Because she didn't have to share it. He could drink, he had two glasses of it. Never drank in for a long time. Had two glasses. She poured him a third straight. And he couldn't drink all of his, so that's why I wound up with a big glass. It's a treat to me. And the funny part about this, she says, oh, this don't smell right. I said, what do you mean don't smell right? Pour me a glass of it. I'll tell you. So, of course, I was drinking beer. Now, I took a taste of, well, on top of that, and the beer didn't taste right to me. So I took it over to Tim. And I had a second opinion. Tim, try this. So I've been drinking beer, and I said, taste this. It was alright. He drank it. He says, it's fine. It's okay. We good. Because the beer not there, you drink 2 or 3 beers and you try to drink out on top of the beer, it's not going to taste right. So see how to kill the shit. We've been drinking over 2 hours. Drinking out beer over 2 hours. So what the heck? Zippo, I agree with you. I'd rather sip out of the mason jar than anything else. Sorry, y'all. I gotta take my hat off. Sorry, my hair's messed up. Because the longer I wear my hat, the more my hair itches. And my head itches. It feels like I got cooties. Yeah, I said it. It makes me feel like I got head lice. But I don't got head lice. I got real bad dandruff. It makes me feel like I got head lice. I'm coming from all briar'd up tonight. I'd rather see if he comes on or not to tell. But he's been out in the sunlight too. Well, I'll say this much. He's been out in the sunlight too much yesterday. Apparently yesterday. Both day. And, it caused some seizures on him. He did have to sit too much sunlight and plus worked in the shop trying to get it done, if I understand it right. And it caused him some seizures. So, I got a message from his wife, which I personally don't mind me saying anything. I did get a message from John briar'd's wife earlier today, which I don't got a problem done, because John knows. So he's going to try to go live tomorrow or Monday. So what I'm doing, I said that's fine. I don't got a problem doing it. Doing his live night, I don't got a problem with it. So I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to message and see if he's willing to do it. If he's willing to do it. To cover my life. If he can't, that's fine. If he can't cover my life tomorrow, if he wants to take my time slot tomorrow night at 11, that's fine. If he can't, that's fine. I'll do my regular live tomorrow. No problems. I do not have a problem doing for John from our briar'd up. I don't got a problem doing it. And most likely, he'll probably watch during the live, or after my live, he'll watch, and I'll get a message, a text message from him, most likely, maybe, if he feels okay. I'll let him know that I'd covered, not a problem. And we'll go from there. I don't cover too many lives, and I don't. And I'll deal for John. The only person I'll actually do a covered live for, and to be honest with you, I will cover for John from our briar'd up. That's it. That's it. Because he's got issues. And I mean, far issues goes, he's got seizures and stuff, in which he's not feeling well. I know from experience, because I had a friend of mine had seizures. He had 5 different types of seizures. 5 different types of seizures, guys. So I understand what John's going through. And yes, I'll cover for John any given time. In a heartbeat. Anybody else? Their own room. I hate to say it like that, but I've been running on about a half an hour. I've been running on a half an hour to 45 minutes worth of sleep today. So I had to go to an auction this morning. An auction. Waste of time. Waste of time. Hey, Phil. Phil? Drinking your Bud Light. And a special treat for me tonight, Phil. Homemade, straight from Tennessee. Straight from Tennessee, Phil. I'm going to show you without tipping it. It's homemade apple pie moonshine. Apple pie homemade moonshine in a glass. I understand, Phil. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for stopping, Phil. I totally understand. Totally understand, Phil. Well, this is a Subway cup. And I'll explain why. My glass went about right there. There's a guy that comes in here, Phil, that's never drank in a while. He drank 2 glasses of it. 2 glasses. Working on his third. Couldn't finish his third off. So that's why it's up to here. Says mine plus his in a Subway glass. Homemade apple pie moonshine straight from Tennessee. Yeah. So this here is a treat for me. It's a treat because I never had it before. I can't afford it. I can't afford it if it comes straight from Tennessee. I can't afford it. So this is a treat for me tonight. I hate to drink out of a plastic cup. I'd rather drink it out of a mason jar. That's my preference. But you gotta do what you gotta do. But Phil, this to you. Smooth. Smooth. It's got that sweetness to it. And a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of sourness to it. Oh wow, Phil. DDT. Welcome in, brother. Glad to have you and Phil and Zippo and Todd. Glad to have you. You guys will probably see a different mood of me tonight because of the homemade apple pie from Tennessee. So you guys probably see me in a whole different mood tonight. So we got a long night to go. And plus I'm covering for all briar'd up John. The reason why I'm covering for John, Phil, and you guys, keep John in your prayers, would you? Please. Because he's been on, his wife messaged me today. His wife did. His wife did. She messaged me about close to 2:30 today. And she explained everything what was going on with John. He's been out in the sunlight a little bit longer than what he should. I shouldn't be saying this, but I'd rather for John to say it, but I know John won't mind for me explaining everything. He's been out in the sunlight a little bit too long today, and plus been in the shop trying to get everything done. And it kind of overworked him a little bit, basically. And it cost him a few seizures that would lead up to a grand mal seizure. Would lead up to a grand mal seizure, guys. And that, and if anybody has, if you ever experienced anybody has grand mal seizures, that's pretty serious. That is serious. Like I said earlier, seizures, epilepsy, that's the main term. Epilepsy is seizures, basically. Phil, everybody knows John's got his seizures, epilepsy. That's the main term, epilepsy. He could went to a grand mal seizure. It could have went up to that. It was leading up to that, the way I understand. So she kind of asked me with John. She messaged me. John's wife messaged me personally. And I know her. Miss Malibu. I ain't gonna give her name out. I will not give her name out. But it's Miss All Briar'd Up. Thanks, Todd. It's Miss All Briar'd Up. I will not give her name out. But she explained to me who she was. In which I got John's number in my contacts. In which everything. And she says basically all that. Basically, he's going to try to do it live tomorrow or possibly Monday. So I said, that's fine. I'll do it live for John. I'll cover for John. That's not a problem. Because John knows if he's got these issues that's going on, or something happens to him or Miss All Briar'd Up, John knows that he can contact me ahead of time and let me know to cover, which I don't got a problem with it. Because John knows that I'll do for him in a heartbeat. And thanks, Phil. Yes. Yes, Phil. Yes, Phil. Bless her heart. Bless her little heart, because she makes sure John's okay. She makes sure John's taken care of. She takes time out of her way to make sure that John is through his epilepsies and everything. And bless her little heart, she messaged me, Phil, and that's a blessing. When the spouse reaches out to you like that and say, hey, This what's going on with John. This what's happening with John. He's not be able to do it live. And a spouse like her, a wife that reaches out to you like that, and knowing that you will cover his life, that means more. That means more than anything. If we get our works together. That means more than anything. Because somebody from the YTPC trusts you enough, knowing to cover their lives. And guaranteed that you got a backup party to do so. And especially when the wife messages you, say, hey, this what's going on. Can you help to cover? It's like you feel. Exactly. I agree with you, Phil, 100%. Yes, DDT, I had a friend of mine, he had 5 different seizures. I grew up with that boy, and he's going through the same thing that John's going through. Thanks, Zippo. It just hurts me. That nobody should never, ever yes, Phil. I agree with you, Phil, and I agree with you, Zippo. Because it hurts me more than anything to see somebody like John. I sit there and suffer. Because how many people, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this one question. How many people in the YTPC will carry on and do for somebody for John? Thank you, Phil. Thanks, Everett. Because deep down in me, I know what John's going through. It's not easy. It's not easy what John's going through. And let me tell you, how many of you all, or how many people will cover for somebody like that? Will reach out and say, hey, can you do it? And that's what makes the YTPC like family. Because not too many people would do it. Not too many people would do it. But I'm telling you, I'm running on. I'll be honest with you. I'm running on probably about 45 minutes. Less than an hour worth of sleep. I was so dead tired today. So tired because I had to be up by 9 o'clock this morning. 9 o'clock to go to an auction to help a guy out. Not helping, but if he would bought anything to carry to his truck because he can't lift. He can't lift nothing. Yes, Zippo. Yes, sir, Zippo. I got a beer here, and I got some pie moonshine. We on it. We on it. So I'll tell you why. It's because, like I said, I'm running on less than 45 minutes, half an hour with sleep. Went to an auction help a guy, come back here. Tim, the auctioneer, showed up. We just got done probably about a half an hour or so ago. Not even that, probably about 20 minutes ago. Okay? By 2:23, it's like 2:23, 2:30, Miss all brought up. I ain't gonna mention her real name. and I won't. But Miss all brought up, messaged me, told me what was going on with John, and I messaged her back, said, that's fine, sure, I'll do it. You know me, I'll do it. I'll be good for John. I'll pull him for John. 100%. Even though I'm dead tired, But hey, it's for John. This live is dedicated especially for John tonight. So, you know what? Let's have fun. Let's smoke a pipe. If you're drinking little, hey, that's fine by me. I don't got a problem with it. And now I got, oh, there it is. Exactly, Zippo. So we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. This live, I'm going to say this much. Oh, I will, Phil. I will. I promise you, brother. I promise you, I'll keep it together. And this live tonight is especially dedicated to John. Nothing else. This live is dedicated to John and his wife. Because they deserve it. That much that man, him and his wife has done. His wife's been sick with a cold, a cough, and I covered him last week because he wanted to take care of her. Bless his heart. And bless her heart. She, you know, so this live is dedicated to John and his wife tonight. If anybody else don't like it, you know what? The way I look at it, you know how I feel about it. And you never know. I'll forewarn. You never know. John may pop in. Depends on how he's feeling. Depends on how things going. Just don't know. That's right, Phil. And that's why I like you guys so well. Because you guys speak the truth. You guys are real. You guys speak the truth. And that's the way I like it. Because you guys don't beat around the bush about it. That's why I want it. If I'm doing something wrong, in any shape, way, or form, if I speak something out of character, I know you guys will get on to me about it. And you guys speak the truth. That's why I want it. DDT, I never heard of that before. As far as the beer goes, I never heard of that. And I never smoked that blend before, DDT. Kendrick, welcome in. And Phil, I agree with you 100% because you're an outsider, and that's why I've always looked at it, Phil. You're an outsider looking in. That's what I always tell people. And they say, well, why do you speak it? Because I'm an outsider looking in, and I see what's going to happen. And I'm going to avoid trouble, and I'm going to avoid this, that, and the other. I'd rather take from an outsider. And you know what, Phil? I have people come back to me and preach the same thing to me I've told them. I've had it happen. I have people come to me, tell me the same thing I told them. And they come back, and here I am, I'm eating my words. Trust me, I'm eating them. Oh, that hurt. What can I say? But if you ever see me cry and you see tears flowing, it's sincere. I don't put no show on. I don't put no fake on. It ain't because of the alcohol or anything. It's sincere. It's sincere, guys. John is one of those type of people. He's one of those type of people. I consider John one of those type of people that when he cries wolf, he means wolf. Have you ever heard that old saying that boy cried wolf, people came, there wasn't none, and eventually over time he lied until it actually happened. When he actually cried wolf, it actually happened, nobody believed him. John is one of those type of people that when he cries wolf, he means it. He's hollering for help. That's right, Phil. You are correct. He's going to save me. Oh, nice there, Derek. Oh, drinking whiskey sour, smoking Boswell ties. Oh, nice. That's right. And Phil, you are correct. You are correct. John don't cry out unless it's true. Or he doesn't ask unless it's true. That's why he cries. And it ain't to me. Don't think it's me, guys. Never think that. Never think it's because well, he just goes, well, no, it's not that. It's not that. Okay? It's not me. He can hurt anybody. He can hurt Phil or Zippo or Todd or anybody. You know what I'm saying? He can hurt anybody. But when I get a personal message, crying wolf, help, can you help? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, ma'am. What can I help you with? It's just like his wife. Yes, ma'am. What can I help you with? What needs to be done? She explained everything. Yes, ma'am. You got it. Guaranteed. You tried. I answered. It's on. You better bet your bottom dollar. Oh, Jeffrey, it's gonna go live for you, brother. I got your back. No stress, no worries. You take care of yourself first, and then everything else fall in place. Let me take care of your life. Don't stress it. Let me do the work for you. You take it easy, John. If you're listening, John, and Miss All Briar'd Up, if you're listening, take it easy. I got you. Don't stress. Don't let it get to you. I got you. Plain and simple. If you and John and Miss O'Brien, if you're listening, listen up. Hold on. Exactly, Phil. But for the vaccine, I won't get the vaccine. That's just my opinion. Everybody's got their opinions, Phil. Don't kill me over it, Phil. Don't kill me over it. I'm not getting the vaccine because you'll be taking the booster shot for the rest of your life. Just don't kill me, Phil. And if John and all Miss brought up's listening, John, if you're listening to me tonight, brother, Phil, I go through the same thing with the autocrat. Trust me. I deal with it. Hey, Everett. Speaking of haunted bookshop, I got my table right next to me. I do got haunted bookshop Everett on standby. Surprisingly, I was smoking some vanilla. I hate to reach up and get a jar, guys. But it's an OTC blend. It's super value. It's super value vanilla. That's unusual for me, Everett. Because, Everett, you know I smoked the haunted bookshop. Out of 8 ounces, that's what I got left of it. Go figure. But no, Everett, this is a no-name Everett. This is a no-name basket pipe. And the only thing that's on them, on the bottom is 1976. That's it. Hey, Derek, I'll give you several recommendations. And I can give you several recommendations there, Zippo, Derek. And I'll probably shot one of them out. He's in the live. Phil, can you do it? Read Zippo's comment, Phil. Can you do that? Hold on. Oh, Phil, that is awesome, brother. Thank you so much for doing that. And I'm pretty sure they're watching Phil, but they ain't gonna comment, Phil. I promise you that. They're watching, Phil. They're watching. But they're not gonna comment. Well, she won't. John will. Maybe John come in, but Miss All brought up probably won't comment, brother. But Phil, Zippo's got a medical bulldog. He belongs to his grandpa. Needs some tip loving care. It just can't do it at the moment. I want a new stem for it and want to refinish it. Phil, can you do that for Zippo? Phil, if you seen that comment from Derek Zippo 765, can you do that, Phil? And yes, Zippo, I'm recommending Phil. I'm recommending Phil to do it. Because I know Phil does. I've seen Phil's pipes and what he does as far as making pipes and stuff. And I got faith in Phil to redo that stem and refinish it. And yes, Phil, I got faith in you. There you go, Zippo. Phil's answering to your comment, Zippo. Phil said, does it need to have a stinger, Zippo? I would say Tim West at jhlow.com. He has the parts. Otherwise, I can. So there you go, Zippo. I'll let you guys talk it out between Zippo and Phil. Phil, I understand that. I was just thinking of you, Phil, because you're the first person popped in my head because you're in my comments. Well, you're in my comment section here, and you're the first person I thought of, Phil. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Phil. I really didn't. I didn't mean to do that, Phil. But I was just thinking of you. Trying, Zippo. Trying, Phil. Trying. Oh, you're fine, Kendrick. Kendrick, you're fine. No worries, brother. I understand they're hard to find in antique stores. Whatever. I understand that. Sometimes you get in antique stores you get, maybe 2 or 3 pipes or 1 or 2, 3 pipes. Then again, you may not. I understand, Kendrick. That happens. It happens. Sometimes you get lucky. Other times you don't get so lucky. In antique shops. I understand. There you go, Zippo. There you go, Zippo. Phil says he would have a pick of this simple pipe and disassemble of the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Assembled and disassembled. Which I can understand that. And I can understand Phil's thing, so he knows what he's looking at. Together, assemble together and disassemble, which means apart. I can understand that point. So Phil get a better idea of what he's dealing with. Yes, that's basically what I was saying, Phil. So he get a better idea of what he's looking at on the pipe. So he knows what to do, what not to do, basically. Okay, Kendrick, I understand that. No hurries here, no worries, and no hurries here, Kendrick. I got all the time in the world, brother. Hey, RD, I got something special for you tonight, RD. I was so waiting for you to come in. Are you ready, RD? RD. I was so waiting for RD to come in. I was sitting here itching. RD, you ready? Are you ready, RD? Well, of course, RD, I got this. And look, RD, I'm not drinking Bud Ice tonight. Look what I'm drinking. Bud Light. You guys know I don't drink hardly Bud Light, but Bud Light, 12 ounce. You guys know I drink my 2 ounces of Bud Ice. You guys know this. Birdie. Oh, I got something better RD for you. Even better RD. In this glass. I'll still wait for RD to come in, guys. Yes, sir, DDT. High class beer. But RD, you know what's in this glass? RD, are you ready? It's the homemade. Yes, I'm going to show it, partial of it. Homemade apple pie moonshine straight from Tennessee. RD, straight from Tennessee. Homemade apple pie moonshine. Moonshine. Just for you, RD. This is a treat. I've been wanting a tumbler for I don't know how long. I've been wanting a tumbler for so long. I forget what a tumbler looks like. Because Tim, he gets them in here and I say, you say, oh, I got a tumbler. So I said, what's a tumbler? What's a tumbler? I know what a tumbler is. But it's been so doggone long since I've seen one. Up front and up close. Right here. Yep, there you go, Phil. Same here. It's so cold out where RD's out. He's seeing his girl roasting his nuts. RD, did you catch on what I'm drinking, RD? RD, you better pay attention, boy. Don't you? This for you guys tonight, and this also for John and Miss All Barred Up. I'm going to take a big swig this time. Hold up. There's something in my glass that's an insult. Something in my glass that's an insult. I'm telling you. Dickweed. Yes, there's dickweed in there. Put something in my glass. For all y'all and for John and Miss All Barred Up. Oh, that burns. Oh, dog, man. Our day, you talk about a chew, you talk about a half a freaking glass of apple moonshine, son. Apple pie moonshine. It was up to here. Now it's down to here. Burn. Good night. But oh well. And I'll tell you guys something. I'm going to prove a point. Don't get scared on me. and it's never been cracked open. Listen. Just listen. Oh, it's foaming. I take a drink because it's foaming. First time being cracked. Yeah. Or a veil of coffee. Ah. There you go, Phil. I got me a coffee. It's Phil's fault. I blame Phil Flower. Phil, it's your fault. Got me a coffee. I'm blaming him. Hey Phil, I got a good friend of mine. Speaking of the Marines. Great guy, awesome guy. He likes to crack up, jokes and stuff, and he likes to mess with people. His name is Kevin Gray. He's got a twin brother. He's got a twin brother named Kyle. And that's how you can tell them apart. Kevin, he's got braces on his legs where he was in a bad wreck out in, where's that, Phil? Help me out, Phil. They do Marines out in California. I think it's out in California. Help me out, Phil. It's on the tip of my tongue. Something 20. It's on the tip of my tongue, Phil. It's out towards California, where you're at. Palms 29 or something like that. It's something out where they do the training at, Phil. And I know what Phil, I think Phil knows what I'm talking about. Palms 29 or something. Something in there, Phil. But anyways, he was drunk and he had a wreck in his Humvee. 29 pumps. That's it, Phil. 29 pumps. That's it. Thank you, Phil. I knew how some pumps 29 or something like that in between. There's 29 pumps. He was out in there. And he's been all over the world. He's been overseas, over there. He's been at the varsity and all that. But anyways, he came back. He was in the Marines. He came back. Well, anyways, he got drunk one night and they went out in the Humvee and they had a wreck and broke his back. And that's how he got out of the Marines. Well, nowadays he's got to wear braces behind his calf. Behind his calf part, he's got to wear braces on both legs. If not, his legs will flop like this. Well, that's how I could tell the difference between him and his brother Kyle. The twins. Same height, same. They're bald headed and everything. Well, not bald headed, they shaved their heads. But, and then he's got the Marines, the Bulldog. From when he's in the Marines, he's got the Bulldog on the side of his arm. That's how I can tell the difference between him and his brother. Because he tried to fool me one day, Phil. He says, I'm Kyle. No, you ain't. You're full of shit. You're Kevin. Because why would you wear a friggin' Bulldog from the friggin' Marines? And I know you've been in the friggin' Marines. 29 palms. And yes, sir, he has told me he has been there and he's been overseas. Bless him. God bless all the veterans. Because I come, the reason why I say that, because I come from a military family. My brother, he's a veteran. Bless him. Bless him. And what we're going through now, don't get me started. What we're going through now, and they ship our men and women over, don't get me started on that, because I'll tell you why. Because I come from a military family, and I know Phil probably feel the same way. Alrighty, Phil, be safe, be well, be careful. Let me think. Okay, today's Saturday, guys. I stop and think. I get my days mixed up. I do. Phil, you have a great night. Have a great Sunday. I'll probably if John's feeling okay tomorrow and he's up to Phil, I will let John do my spot at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. But I'll message him ahead of time, way ahead of time. Probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock tomorrow, my time. If I message him at 3 o'clock, it's 12 noon your time, Phil. I've learned that between Phil and me, Rivera and me is 3 hours difference. 3 hours. So if it's 3 o'clock here, it's 12 noon where he's at. So Phil, I'll try to message him ahead of time. And if he's okay with it, and he can do it, if he's up doing it, then I will try to make a regular video, or I'll do a quick live to let everybody know that John's going to take my time slot tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. DDT, where you going to be a grandpa? Oh, I misread DDT. My fault. I just seen your comment. Slap me crazy, DDT. You see where my mind's at tonight. Yes, sir. RD, where you at? There you are. RD, the reason why I'm doing tonight is because Miss all brought up, John's wife, John from our brought up, his wife, Miss all brought up, missed me earlier today, around about 2:23, 2:30. John's been having some seizures and stuff a little bit. So that's why I'm doing John's live tonight, RD. I'm not going to mention her real name out of respect. I know her real name, but she asked me, well, John kind of told her to let me know that if it was okay for me to do a live tonight. I said, sure, not a problem. She explained to me because he was having problems with his epilepsy, seizures, and dingus. Dingus, I'm doing John's live tonight because his wife, Miss all brought up, messed me earlier today. Let me know what was going on with John. John was out too long in the sunlight. plus in the shop, and it caused him to see his seizures, and it could went to a grand mal seizure. It was leading up to that. And John Connor would know if John Connor asked her if I would do it live tonight, and I said, yes, I would. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You tell him it's on. Yes, ma'am. You got my respects. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Dingus. So that's why I'm doing John's live tonight. She said, she specifically told me that he may be able, maybe, do a live tomorrow, Dingus. Dingus, he may be able to do a live tomorrow, Monday. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow. I didn't say no more. I'll say I'll be glad to do it live for John and you guys. You both. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow, Sunday, afternoon, around about 3 or 4 o'clock. See how John's doing. Just see how John's feeling. See how John's doing. If he feels like doing it live. Now listen. I've said this before. If John feels like doing it live tomorrow night, I'm gonna give him the opportunity. Because we've done this before. I'm going to give him my time slot at 11 o'clock. My time slot. We've done this before. We've traded lives before, I guess. I did his one on a Tuesday or Saturday. Especially on Saturday night. I'll message him. I said, John, do you feel like... This is how I put it. John, do you feel like doing tonight's live? You could take my time slot. I don't got a problem with it. I don't. You're welcome to take my time slot. If you're up to it, that's fine. If you feel like doing it because of your seizures and stuff, your epilepsy and stuff, if you feel like that's gonna still be a conflict, let me know. I can always work around his schedule. Not a problem. But he may be able to do it live tomorrow, Dingus. According to what I got and the information that I've got, he may be able to do it live tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. If he's able to do it live tomorrow and he's covered, and if he's comfortable, oh, Dingus, don't say that you're hitting the bone. Oh, Dingus. Not you. Not you hitting the bone. Not Dingus. Not the Dingus, Miss One I know. Dingus. Don't tell me it's the same one I know. Dingus. Please don't tell me you are, brother. Because, I was going to say, Dingus. You have me worried there for a minute. Because I know better. I know you wouldn't hang. If I knew the same Dingus that I know, that would hit the bone, it ain't the same person I know. Doggone you, Dingus. Payback. Hey, Dingus. Dingus. Good thing you brought that up, Dingus. I believe in that. Dingus. Because I had some people come on my live last night just do the regular marijuana or whatever. They don't got the medical card. I believe the medical marijuana card, the medical marijuana. This is what I believe, Dingus. And RD and a few other people was in my life last night. This is what I believe. You get the medical marijuana card, it helps for your, like people's got cataracts, chronic pain, cancer, whatever. Yes, get the medical marijuana card. If it helps you, smoke it. As long as medical marijuana. Medical. If you're just getting the other marijuana, it's not medical. I'm talking about the other marijuana. You're just doing just G food. Get out of here. Go on. Yes, Dingus, I agree with you on the pills. The reason why I agree with you on the pills is because I've been down that road. I've been there, Dingus. I know what it feels like to almost lose your life. You know, your family, your friends, your kids, whatever. I know. I've been there, Phil. I've been there, Dingus. But the medical marijuana, I firmly believe in. I'm a firm believer. And Dingus probably will agree with me. And I'm going to look into it, Dingus. I'm going to look into it myself. I don't care how much it costs. Because I got severe disc disease and severe arthritis real bad. And I'm going to look into the medical marijuana card. And see if I can get it. If I can get it, then I'll be good to go, brother. And I'll be legal. You know what I mean, Dingus? Oh, I understand, Dingus. The medical marijuana, I understand what you say when you got the green card. I understand what you, when you said that, I knew what you had. I know what you had. You got the medical marijuana. Medical. Sippo, I can't get it, the medical card here, not medical card, shit. The medical marijuana card here in Fayette County, but I can go over to the next county, which is Hardin County, and I can get it. Okay, Dingus. I can go, like I was saying, Dingus. I can't get here in Fenton County, but I can go right in Fenton and Hardin County, and I know exactly where to go to get it. I can go right there and get it, just like that. Walk in there, tell them, show them. I mean, I got my forms. I got my medical forms up here, which is up there. Yeah, Dingus, I can go right over next county over and get it. Next county over, Dingus. And I know exactly where to go to get it. Think about that. I can't find it here where I'm at in Fenton County. But I'll go over to Hardin County and I'll get the car just like that. Easy. Go figure. Go figure. I'll have an 88 day. Speaking of that, get this. You want to hear something crazy? The medical marijuana card, right? Get this. I've actually seen it on cops. Actual TV. This old boy got pulled over. Him and his brother. There's brothers. Actual brothers. Two African American guys. I ain't gonna say black. I ain't gonna say the other word. But there's African American. Two brothers. Get this. Pulled him over. Searched the car. Okay? Searched it. Get this, had marijuana. Guess what? They thought the cops said, ha ha. We got you. Wrong. Guess what? They got let go on one thing. Guess what that one thing was? Let me give you a hint. They had marijuana in the car, but both of them got away with one thing. They both had cards, medical marijuana cards. Both of them from two states. Both of them. Both brothers. This brother had two. This brother had two. From two different states. And they was absolutely legal. Legal. Carry that. They had to turn them loose. Turn them loose. Here's another prime example. This guy gets arrested. Watch him. Guy gets arrested. He tells him. He actually told them the truth. What are you arrested me for? We got marijuana on you. He says, well, and arrested him on a bridge. I forget where it was at. Arrested him on the bridge. He says, I can take you to my house and prove it to you that I'm legal to have it. Legally to have it. And instead of taking him down to the police department, they took this old boy to his house. guess what? He had plants, full-grown plants, not itty bitty. We're talking full-grown. He shows them the American marijuana card. He says, "Here, I'm going to prove it to you. Here." Throws his card on his hand and he says, "Here." Guess what? Then I take the handcuffs off of him. Let him go. Let him go. Why? Because he was legal to have it. And he told that cop prior for the arrest and prior for going to his house, he says, "I'm legal to have it. Legally to have it." DDT, I understand that. Canadian beer. DDT. As long as you carry that medical card in your wallet, the same way as you do your driver's license and your driver's license or ID, and tell them to pull it out, they cannot touch you. If they say otherwise, they're full crap. Exactly, dingus. That's why I'm like, exactly. That's how I feel about Canadian beer, dingus. Nah. I'll stick to this or Bud Ice. We good. Or Dingus. Since Dingus in the house, he has to right to know what I'm drinking. Dingus. Homemade apple pie moonshine. Homemade apple pie moonshine right here. And yes, I will prove it to you. There it is. See, no, I'm not bluffing. And yes, I'm munching on. It's got chocolate chips to it. It's got bread, but it's got chocolate chips in it. That's what I'm munching on. I don't care. Keep man sober long enough. Kendrick, you still in the house? Since Dingus mentioned your name, Kendrick. RD, you still in the house? Since Jeremy mentioned you. I'm ready to go use the bathroom here in a minute, y'all. Just about, DDT. Just about. Boris, if you was in the house, I'm sorry I missed you. Boris, I apologize. I didn't see you. Because I don't hardly miss anybody in my lives. Boris, I apologize, brother. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. Y'all keep an eye on the place till I get back. Alright, back, guys. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Yes, sir. Oh, RD is right down as justice. That's why I'm sitting here munching. True dingus. Alright, Jeremy Saggy Balls and Wig Blower. Dag. Oh, come on, Jeremy. You can wear your Daisy Dukes. Don't be ashamed of it. If you can wear your Daisy Dukes and look like Daisy, you're doing good. Real good. Dingus, wear double the Speedos, you should look good. Zippo. I never had any craft beers. Never had craft beers, but bourbon, yes. Craft beers I never had, but bourbon, yes. Gingy, Jeremy, gotta learn how to tighten them up. So that's the end of that. Gingy, Jim wanna? Jim wanna? I call him Gingy. Short term. If you're high society, they're dingus. If you're high society, high fluting, that ain't covered me, dingus. That's not covered me yet. I got a trick. Hey, dingus, I got a trick to that. Just like I told the guy tonight, he haven't drunk in years. Drunk it too quick tonight, and he said, "Oh, hey, Jeff, drink another glass of that moonshine." I said, "No." He says, "Why?" I said, "I take my time on it. You drink it too fast, you just shoot it down too quick, you're gonna get drunk off quick." Not me. I'm not. I may look plumb dumb. I may be dumb, but I'm not plumb dumb. Tell you the truth. This glass here is actually my second glass. My second glass thing is. This is my second glass, and it's right there. Where my fingers at. And I had this glass here for over 2 hours. Dingus, I may be dumb, but I ain't plumb dumb, dingus. Yeah, that might be the new slogan to you, but not to me. And yes, I'm gonna take a drink. Pinky up. DDT will see pinky up. Hey man, pinky up. There you go, DDT. Hot damn, here we go with the freaking boss. You little prick cocks. Well, Jeff, watch what you say. If I have my way about it, I'll be, yeah. I'll be calling that more blank, blank, blank. Blank, blank. Blank, blank. But I gotta watch what I gotta say on my live. Because if I say one wrong freaking word, I know I'll get a strike against me. For real. Excuse me. Excuse me. Because if I say what I want to say, you guys be down on it for laughing. Kendrick, I got some they want you in here in my cellar right here where I'm pointing with my thumb. And I use that sparingly because it's aromatic. Sparingly. I was lucky to smoke some vanilla earlier. It wasn't Lane 1Q, it was something else to have vanilla in it. But that's just how the basketball bounces. Yes, sir, Dingus. Pissy Karen. Possibility. Possibility, Dingus. If you want to consider one of pissing Karen on your eye for the rest of your life, is that what you're wanting? Or is that what you're wishing? Do you want a pissy Karen that you're wishing for to be on the island, or do you want one permanently? I can imagine Dingus on an island with his pipe and pipe tobacco with the pissy Karen constantly bugging him. With Mississippi River Special, or the Mississippi, in other words, the Mississippi River Reserve. With the pissy Karen. I can see that happen with Dingus. And I can hear Dingus just about now. You no good, blank, 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 blank. You are nothing but a low life, blank, 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 blank. Oh, Dingus. She'll complain about something. Trust me. DDT says DDT, if I have my way about it, I'll have Haunted Bookshop and Joe Krantz. Oh no, Dingus. You can't have that. You gotta be on with Pissy Karen, and that's it. You can't have all this other goody crap on there. That's it. It's your choice, either Pissy Karen or the green and whatever else you said. That's you got your choice. It's got to be one or the other. Dingus. Pissy Karen or the other. Which one you rather have? Me, I would be on the Haunted Bookshop, Joe Crance, and just no Pissy Karen, no some blank. I'll be good. And sit there and let it fart every once in a while. I'll be good to go. And nobody have no complaints about it. For real. You go and no complaints. You don't have to worry about something on why you dirty no count blank. Your blank smells like this. Well, Dingus, if you want my artificial theory, or you want my opinion on that? Which one you want? My artificial theory is BS, and Basic Mother is the truth. Which one you want? Oh, dear sweet baby Jesus. Zippo's lost. Dingus, that ain't the question I ask you. You're beating around the bush here, Dingus. My question was, do you want my artificial theory, or you want my honest truth? That's the question I ask. Well, if a woman's pissy, you ain't gonna get none. She's a nun and don't need none if she's pissy. Simple as that. Or default, if I get my artificial theory, it's gonna be BS. Dingus, my honesty is this. If a woman's pissy, you ain't gonna get none. You might as well forget it. She's not gonna give it up. She won't give it up. I don't care what you try or what you do. She's not going to do it. Don't even try it. Now, my artificial theory is this. That's Jeff, a woman's pussy. Yeah, I'll stick the old thing to her. Bam! But you got a 50-50 chance on that. So you might make her happy, or you might get jock slapped. Take your pick. It depends on how many inches you got, but that's all I'm saying. RD, possibility, depends on how you want to look at it. Later, Kendrick. Be safe, be well. I hope you have a great Sunday. If you're planning on going fishing, Kendrick, I hope you catch one. Now, if you get a non-verbal Karen, then I wish the best to you because you might know what's going to happen. You might get jock slapped, be slapped. Yes, I used to be word around it. Come on, say it. You might get jock slapped, be slapped, whatever. It ain't no Cosby, there, dingus. Unless you're talking about Bill Cosby. You can't pull that. Not allowed. You cannot boil Bill Cosby because if you boil Bill Cosby, then they'll call you everything in the book by the white man. And matter of fact, we'll talk about that tonight. What is that, Derek? LBF and Melina 108 billion. Okay, what is LBF for there, Derek? Zippo. Okay, that's the point of Bill Cosby. And yes, I have a right to say anything you call me racial, whatever. I'm not prejudiced or nothing. Yes, I was married to an African American for 8 years, and yes, I can say it. And get by with it. I ain't gonna talk about the grape DDT. That's one thing I want to talk about DDT. It's grape. That's our discussion, DDT. Let me put you this way. If you would learn the African American language as much as I have, and 8 years I was married to one, you can say certain things and get by with it. Get by with it. I mean get by with it. Then not be married to one. You know what I'm saying? I go up to an African American today and say, I got a friend of mine. I go up to her and say, you're nothing but a blank blank. And she'll look right straight dead at me. She's blacker than this. She's blacker than this. I go up to her and call her a blank blank, and she come back call me a blank blank, and I'll sit there and laugh about it. And I will not use terms on my life either. And laugh about it. Dingus, if you're up for it and you want to go over and fight, this way I look at it. Dingus, this way I look at it. This is my opinion and my opinion only. We should never go over. Never. Never. But I'll tell anybody, if you're up for it, and you feel like that you need to step in to help, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. If you believe in the dingbat what we got now, go for it. Go over. Because we have no business whatsoever sticking our nose into that. And the only reason why that he's doing what he's doing, because his boy is got some major stuff in Ukraine. That's all I'm saying. End of discussion. That's why they got billions of dollars. It's because his boy has got his nose stuck in Ukraine, and that's all I'm saying. End of discussion. If you want to go for it and you want to defend him and his boy, go for it. Go over. I ain't gonna feel one bit sorry for you, but you should never stick our military men and women in that. Never. And yes, Dingus, I agree. Ukraine's doing their job. And it's pretty bad. That they're giving people the younger age of 14. 14, look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up. They're giving kids younger than 14 rifles and stuff to fight. And the only reason why is the war is going on, I'll tell you the truth. It's because the president of so-and-so country, I'm not going to mention on here, but I'll say this, the president of so-and-so country wants to do independence and claim them as part of his country. It's not going to happen. And Dingbat stuck his nose in where it should not belong. Now, if you notice with Dingbat, this so-and-so, he's doing this work. But when the big dog, yes, I'm going to call him the big dog. When the big dog was in office, the big dog, this so-and-so wasn't going to start nothing, because he knew better not to start it. But since you got this dingbat in office now, look what we got. Look what we got. And I'll guarantee it that the gas prices will go up double. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch what I'm saying. Your gas price, if you don't believe me, say, Jeff, you're full of it. Okay? Watch. Watch. The oil price is going to go up. The gas price is going to go up. And y'all going to step back and say, well, Jeff, you was right. Watch what I'm telling you. No, I'm not talking about that, dingus. I gotta watch what I say on my lives, dingus, because I'm not gonna get no strikes or anything against my channel. Sippo, think about it. Dingbat's son is in ties with Ukraine because how do you think Dingbat got in freaking office? For one. Okay, dingus, I'm sorry. I didn't know which one to talk to, dingus. I apologize. But how do you think Dingbat and he's supposed to get all that freaking money? Think about what I'm saying, guys. Ukraine, Dingbat's boy. Come on. Put two and two together, y'all. Look into it. It's not hard as rocket scientists to figure that out. That's why Dingbat sent our troops over to defend them, to help defend them against them up north. And you gotta read between the lines, guys. If you believe what Dingbat's telling you, I feel sorry for you. There is no rocket scientists in Ukraine. If there was so much rocket scientists in Ukraine, Zippo, then they would have had everything set up prior before this ever happened. They would have done defeated people up north. If there's so much of a rocket scientist, they would have had everything set up, prepared, and ready. You know what I'm saying? It's reading in between the lines. When you get these other, if you look, stop and think, who's the only other countries involved? What's going on? You got Ukraine, Russia, and the United States. Do you see any of these other countries interfering? No. No. When Dingbot says, well, the world's going to do this, well, I don't see anybody else involved into the situation. I'm sorry. I don't see, like China, Japan, United Kingdom, all these other countries involved into it. I don't see them guys getting involved. RD, speaking of vodka, just today, the Ohio governor of Ohio ordered that all bars in the state of Ohio to not use vodka, Russian vodka. In other words, if bars and stuff, taverns and bars, to pour it out. He ordered that today. Oh yeah, Zippo. I've seen that. But I can't get I'm gonna get certain channels, Zippo. So I'm gonna buy channel 10, channel 6, and then there. You know what I'm saying? I can't get like Fox News or any of them major news outlets to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't see that because I don't get them out of channels. So I'm running off an antenna. There's a lot of people here in the United States, not only the UN, United Nations, Zippo, but there's a lot of people here are against that. In other words, Dingbot should never, ever, he can comment, but he should never send our people over. Exactly, Zippo. So, so what you have to do is like me. Research it. That's why I know so much what's going on, because I research it. I don't believe what news media tells me. They're full of this here, and I'm putting two fingers up because I never know to put my index finger down, if you know what I mean. Yes, RD. Ohio governor just today announced it. I've seen it. He announced that all Russian vodka is not to be used in bars, taverns or whatever. It's basically to be put off the shelf or pulled out, basically, here in the hive. And that's another thing, DDT. Yeah, at the rate as they're going here, with dingbat, we may not have Cuban cigar stuff here in the States. Zip as far as the whiskeys go here, I don't know about your state. You're in Indiana. I'm here in Ohio. Two different states. I can still get what I practically what I want here in Ohio. As far as where I'm at, I get what I want. But every state's different. They may no longer serve this particular whiskey in Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Indiana, whatever. But I can still get it here. I don't consider Ohio as a Commonwealth state, and I'll tell you that straight up. You can believe what you want or do what you want with it. Yeah, I'm not trying to be a prick or whatever, but I lived in Ohio long enough, all my life to tell you it's not a Commonwealth state. If somebody tells you any different, they're full of shit. I'll tell you that. They're full of shit. The state of Ohio is not a Commonwealth state. If they tell you any different, I hate to tell you. I'm sorry. It's not. But that's what I do. Yes, I live in the state of Ohio. Yes, I live in the state of Ohio. Yes, have I been to different states? Yes, I have. I've been to Indiana, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia. Yes, I have. And each state is different. Far as anything goes, as far as laws go or anything goes, each state is different. But that's the way I look at it. I live in Southwest Ohio. Okay? Yes, I know about the state of Ohio and all that. Southwest, Southwest, Northwest, Northeast, and Southwest. I know all four corners. But as far as anybody else states goes, that's their business of what they do. of what they do. Because, like I said, each state has different laws. And each state does what they want to do. Here in the high, and what happens where I'm at, and it's different from where you're at, there's nothing I can do about it. If the governor of your state says something different than what my state says, just like I said, the Ohio governor put stuff to all Russian vodka. All Russian vodka. Okay, that doesn't mean your state, that doesn't mean your state still supplies Russian vodka. Okay, that's your state, not my state, because of the governor's orders. But this how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go through the Senate of your state. It's supposed to go through the Senate, then through the House to be approved. The Senate's got to approve it, then the House got to approve it, then it hits the governor's desk. And then, and only then, the governor of that state, I don't care if it's Utah, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, wherever, that governor has the right to approve it or veto it. Now, if he orders it, that don't mean shit. In technical terms, that don't mean nothing. Because reason why he can order it, but it's not a law until it passes the Senate, the House, then hits his desk for him to approve it. And if he approves it, then it becomes law. Then yes, it can be done. No questions asked. But if he orders it, that doesn't mean nothing. It's like the President of the United States. If he orders something, it doesn't mean squat. It's got to go through Congress, the House, and the House Representatives, and the Senate, the House. The Senate, then the House Representatives. If the Senate approves it, then the House Representative approves it, then hits the President's desk, then he can, if he signs it in, it becomes a law. Then it's a law. But if he just orders it, that don't mean squat. That's the same way with the governor of every single 48 states. There's a difference. It's like if your state orders a mandate and it's not been signed into law, you don't have to pay no attention to it. He or she's full of crap. Know the law. Know the Constitution. Know it. Because if you don't, and you go by what he or she says, I'm sorry. It's like sheep led to the slaughter. Know your law. Know your constitutional rights. Know 'em. Look into it. Look into it. Don't believe me? Look into it, and I'll guarantee it. There's a difference between an order and the law. And an order don't mean crap. It's like well, the order mandate for masks. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing until it's signed into law. It's like I said, it's got to go through the House. It's got to go through the Senate, then the House, then his desk, become law for you to wear an absolutely mask. A law. If he orders it in the mandate, throw that out. Throw it out. If you're going to believe our governor, or you're going to believe whoever, I feel sorry for you. Because an order, that don't mean that. It's like I go in there, it's like me going there and ordering them, well, you have to wear a mask. Well, they can look at me and say, you can kiss my you know what. Show me where it's in the law that I have to wear one. Prime example, I was at an auction this morning. Prime example, I was at an auction. Guess what? I only seen, you know how many people I seen with a mask on? With a mask? 2. 2 people out of probably 50, 60 people. 2. That's it. And see here, think about trying to make, okay, if you got workers of 100 workers, they have to wear a mask, you know what happened? Here's what happened. The United States Supreme Court denied it. Denied it and said they don't have to. They don't have to wear it. Oh, cool, Zippo. You guys got distillery. I don't think there's none here in Ohio. As far as I know of, Zippo, there's no distillery here. But I know there's one in Kentucky. And I forget where out in Kentucky, but I know there's one in Kentucky. But for us here, we don't have distilleries here. We may have a distillery here, but I'm not for sure where. If we do, I'm not for sure. As far as that goes. Don't quote me on it, though, Zippo. DDT, they done dropped it here. Where I'm at, they done dropped the mandates. This C word, I'm not going to say it because I know I will get a strike. But this C word crap where you got to wear a mask, it's all bunch of baloney hogwash. For the last 2 or 3 years, for what, about 3 years now, there's no such thing. They keep adding new crap to it. It's all hogwash. All hogwash. We don't got that, whatever they want to call it. I'm not going to say it because there's another party had it live and they said it and they got a strike, and I'm not going to say to get a strike. But yeah. It's all Hogwarts, guys. Mustique Crown. What's that, RD? A Mustique Crown, if I pronounced it right. Me neither. Me neither. Zippo. Never had that before. See, there's this new stuff coming up, and I never even heard of it before. But I'm gonna get some Marcus Marco. I know they got it up here, just up here. And yes, I agree with you, RD. Limited runs. They showed on TV here the other day that you can get the finest, the top-notch, finest bourbon whiskeys. It costs for one ticket. There's like 4,000 tickets. It costs you $100 a ticket. So in other words, you pay $100 for that ticket, that gets you punched in to go try, like, there's like 4 different finest bourbons you could try. That's aged like 15, 20, about 20 years. You know, 15, 20 years. $100 will punch you in to go try these 4 different whiskeys, the finest. Did you think I'm going to spend $100 for a damn ticket? I'll go to the damn liquor store and get my friggin' bourbon from there, and it'll cost me 10 times cheaper than what I'm paying there. I tell you what, Simple Species, if I get my words out right, speaking of bourbon, this week's moonshine for my dad always told me this story, and it's the truth still this day. Still the truth. He went down to Bainbridge, which is probably about a 20-minute drive. Depends on if you take 41, if you take 41 south. Well, when you're hitting the Bainbridge, you're in the freaking hills. And I mean the hills. I love Bainbridge. If I can live down there and afford to live in Bainbridge, I'll live down there. It's just a little freaking town. I mean a little town. Logging companies and everything else down there. But anyways, my dad told me one time he had this friend. He had a still all set up. Alright, DDT. He had this still all set up. Well, the sheriff happened. My dad was there when this happened. I guess sheriff showed up with the warrant in his hand. Well, the guy my dad was with down there, the guy says, well, let me see that warrant. Well, these guys dumb enough, these deputies, this one deputy was dumb enough to hand it to him. Dumb enough to hand it to him. he got to reading it. He says, oh, okay. But there's one problem to it. One problem. He says, it says that you can enter my place, enter in, but you cannot exit my property. That deputy says, what do you mean by that? He says, oh, he says, in other words, you can enter my property, you can enter my home, but it does not say anything about you leaving. That deputy says, oh, let me read that. The deputy, I guess the deputy read it, and he says, oh, you're right. We can enter in, but it doesn't say anything about us actually not. In other words, if they would come here with the warrant here, I can say, well, it does say you can enter in here, but it does not say anything but you walk back out that door. In other words, you ought to get shot or get hurt before you. It does, and if you get shot or hurt or whatever before you leave. It does say anything about you exiting out. In other words, in that warrant, it's got to say, we have the right to enter in and exit. Well, in this warrant, it did not say that. It could say you can enter the home, but it did not say that they can exit. So when he did that, get this. They said, well, we got to go back down there and get it. So they had to travel about 25 miles. 25 miles to Chillicothe and get a new warrant says that they're allowed to enter and exit. Right? So when they left, that old man knowed how long it took them to get there and back would be over an hour. Over 1 hour. So at the same time, when they made sure they left and they was down the road, the old man told my dad, okay, let's get, and where the steel was, they couldn't see it. It was out back, basically. So they went up, it's like me going out back to get the steel. So they loaded up in his truck, get this, loaded the steel up, took it down to his buddy's house, to this old man's house, to this old man's buddy's house. They dropped it off. My dad helped him. My dad looked at him and says, you're going to get me back to freaking Greenfield, which is probably about a 15-minute drive, about a 15-20-minute drive. Okay? So he brought my dad back in town, dropped him off at the house. He went back down there and still had time to meet him. And you know that old man got out of it. He got out of it. Over a steel, making illegal moonshine, he got out of it. Got out of it. If it wasn't for my dad helping him to move our stuff into the truck, moving down to his friend's house, taking my dad into town, He goes back to his place. They search because somebody complained about, because somebody reported him. Never found not a doggone thing on him. Not a thing. And my dad told me up till the day he died, back in 2005, that he never, ever fooled with that old man again after that. Because my dad said if they would have went ahead and searched, and they found it where it said was, my dad said he would be serving some major prison time over it because of that. Never again. My dad said it was all cool and all until they showed up down there with the search warrant, and he says that's the only. He says I was lucky to get out of that because of what he said. Is one thing. You come in my home, but it doesn't say that you have to leave. He says that's the only thing that saved me from going to prison for a certain amount of time because of that. Is there still guys making illegal moonshine? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. This guy is still today making illegal moonshine. Would I drink it? Heck yeah, I'll drink it. But there's one thing I'll do though. I'll run this from my old man, my dad. If you take some moonshine and you take some, you pour some across the table and you light it and it turns blue all the way through, out of that same jar, whatever, it's good. If it turns blue, it's good. But if it does not turn blue, and it's like red or whatever, it's no good. Yes, Zippo. Just like tonight, with this moonshine here, this homemade moonshine, I told her, I said, I could pour something across that table right now. And I said, I'll go get my lighter. I'll go get my Zippo. And I'll light it. I will literally light this across the freaking table. Because she swears up down and she says, she smells, well, that don't smell right. Just like I said, like I told her, I said, this is how I could tell. Let me pour some across this bar. Let me get my Zippo lighter. Let me light it. If it turns blue, it's still good. If it doesn't turn blue, simple as that. It's good. It's good. Because if it wasn't good, I would have been laid on the floor. I would have been in the hospital by now. If it wasn't good. If it wasn't good. But yeah, that's how I used to test that's how I used to test homemade moonshine. World Health Organization. What are you talking about, Zippo? Now this here is dried out. That vanilla stuff that I showed you is dried out pretty much. So it's good to smoke. Yes, sir. Now hopefully tonight I'll give you some good night's sleep tonight. Well, fudge. Hey RD, what you drinking tonight? I hope it ain't freaking Bush Light. I'm gonna have to give me some salty bits. Hopefully. If I don't got one salty bit, I like to have salty bit for this one and a couple other pipes. So I'm trying to get at least about 3 salty bits. I'll be good to go. Mischlob. Mischlob, if I pronounce it right. Diegard D. Marcus Mark. Mark is good. What I'm hearing about that Mischlob Gold, man. Good, nice info. Me and you gonna have a talk. I'm trying to get a safety bit for this pipe. Oh, Dirk. But like I said, I can smoke my pipe out there as long as I got a good aromatic in this. That's why I got the vanilla in here. I might get in here later and get some lane 1Q throw in this to mix it up. Let it kind of dry out. Yes, Derek. Because if I get a salty bit for this, I'll smoke this pipe every day. Yep, Zippo, you're correct. Oh, Phil's back. Now, since I got some already in there, that's what I did, guys. That's right, Phil. You know, a lot of people put down OTC blends because they're not like $100 shop or whatever. Well, I hate to say it. They're just as good as that. Smoker's Pride, John Milton's Cherry, Prince Albert, and all those blends. Prince Albert, Carter Hall. I smoke them all day long. This is my last ball for the night. It doesn't make a difference, RD, what you smoke. It could be an OTC, which is over the counter blends or whatever. And some above here smoking mosquito or whatever. That does make you less of a pipe smoker. If somebody tells me, say like a Scudo, this what a Scudo, I'm just an example. Oh, they say that's better than Prince Albert or Carter Hall. You know what? I'll be the type of person to sit there and smoke Carter Hall or Prince Albert out of this than anything. Oh wow, yes sir, Phil. Yes sir, Phil says first job bar. Yes sir, Phil. You gotcha. You bet. You bet. Now I tell you what, the light you see on is the only light I've got. Now once I shut that out, it's still dark in here. Yes, Phil, it will be done. Alright, Phil, you have a great night. You have a great Sunday. I hope things get better for you. Hoping to see you on the next live, brother. Alright, RD. I ain't gonna be on too much longer. Me neither, DT. Me neither. Alright, RD. I'll catch you on next one. Be safe, be well. I'll catch you on my next one. I hope you have a great Sunday, RD. I'm very cold night myself, guys. I will, Zippo. Thank you. Good night. Be safe, be well, Zippo. I hope you have a great Sunday. Alright, guys, I'm going to call it tonight. You guys be safe, be well. I might catch you on tomorrow night. Then again, John may do my live, just all depends. I'm going to get off here, finish this pipe off, and finish this drink off. And then I'm going to call it night, guys, 'cause I'm super tired. Y'all have a great night.